You can help take these wanted fugitives off the street.
What is the challenge at this point? And this is where those three lives converge on this video.
Where Eyewitness News reporter John Turchin joins us with a live report.
John has worked with some of the biggest names in South Florida television news, and tonight's award proves he has become one.
Think he was homeless?
I believe so.
Good evening, everyone. I'm John Turchin.
And I'm Robin.
Of course, those he's worked with, we've come up with some of our own pet names.
Anyway, as the saying goes,
And some are even appropriate to share.
Our crime specialist, John Turchin, knows crime.
More recently, he's been Crime Boy, a more affectionate take on Local 10's crime specialist.
Our John Turchin has a special look.
Now you know who you're looking for to at least start talking to.
And it is likely for his work in crime and punishment that John will leave his legacy.
If you victimize someone, I'm going to help the police find you a new home.
John made sure tracking the bad guys and fighting for justice always came with plenty of nat sound, passionate tracks,
This was no accident.
and production-heavy editing.
You might be familiar with his most famous sketch.
This is not just a crime fighter, he's a TV crime fighter, minus the cape. But there once was a bathrobe.
Now this is a sport I can really get into. Where's the bed?
you know, I just couldn't resist.
And he did wear some snakeskin.
Can you imagine walking into the newsroom with this baby?
Yes, in his early career, John wrestled with the idea of being a feature reporter.
Oh, God. My name is Turchin. I'm a reporter. I carry a pad. My assignment? To crack the coupon caper.
Ow, it just bit me.
Sense of humor? Check.
He did it again, little
Reporter involvement? Check. Maybe it was the thrill of those dangerous moments that changed John's career direction.
Police, open up. We have a warrant.
Sometimes the assignments just look dangerous.
Right now we're just hiding, trying to get some sort of cover.
And at times they really were.
18 months that trunk is in your house and you never noticed it, never noticed the smell, not one time, Ira? Come on, give us a break. How are people going to believe that?
John confronted convicted killers like Ira Einhorn
Why should people believe you now?
and questioned Henry Lee Lucas on death row. He got the story, whether it be in Haiti
When do you think it'll be before you're able to get things in place in terms of having a police force?
or in Hallandale Beach.
The smoke was almost unbearable. You could hardly see in there.
John's work has allowed him to rack up some serious frequent flyer miles.
This is where it all began 14 years ago, the Peruvian embassy.
There is nothing that compares to this place. They seem to cheer a little bit louder.
This is John Turchin in New York City.
This sanction lifting we've got about another hour or so of this before we reach the crash site. Done! I would say no more than a mile and a half.
Here at home, there have been plenty of years chained to the, anchoring at the desk.
The White House is standing by two of its aides accused of interfering with the Whitewater investigation.
And in those years, John has sat next to more women than many gynecologists.
I am not your pet.
No, you're not.
And while he was always professional, he did push the envelope, and most of us learned to see it coming.
So, boxers or briefs?
Don't even change the subject. You know I don't like boxers. I hate those things.
No, I don't know that, as a matter of fact.
As much fun as those days were, John had a calling.
Well, congratulations, you did it.
That call came from John Walsh, who recruited John as a correspondent for America's Most Wanted.
Now, from our crime center in Washington, D.C., John Turchin.
During his 15-year run with AMW, John's work helped catch hundreds of hardened criminals, recover nearly a dozen abducted and missing children, and help police solve dozens of cases.
City Soleil, John Turchin.
If not for the photographers that I've worked with,
to Channel 6, Channel 10, and Channel 7. I never would be where I am professionally. Thank you all.
That work has earned John awards from his peers and recognition from law enforcement.
Please welcome Mr. John Turchin.
Among which, the honor of emceeing the Fallen Officers Memorial for those who died in the line of duty. Clearly, John loves what he does. If you've worked with him, you know he rants and raves a lot. He'll regularly promise he can't take it anymore. But he does, because John's practice is his passion, and that has made him one of South Florida's most wanted.